Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, opening the window, and feeling a kind of heat that makes no physical sense. Not the usual, wow, today's hotter than yesterday kind of heat, but the kind that seems to be coming from everywhere at once. From the walls, from the ground, from the air itself, even from the shade. And then you learn the headline of the century. The sun expanded by 1% overnight. Just 1%. But in stellar physics, 1% overnight is the cosmic equivalent of your calm, quiet neighbor suddenly ripping off his shirt and flipping your car over. It means something impossible just happened. Let's break down why this is catastrophic. The sun currently has a radius of about 696,000 kilometers, 432,000 miles. A 1% expansion adds about 7,000 kilometers, 4,350 miles, to its surface. That increase boosts the sun's surface area by roughly 2%, which means 2% more energy blasting toward Earth immediately. 2% doesn't sound like much. Your electricity bill varies more than that every month. But Earth's temperature balance is razor sensitive. All of human-caused global warming raised Earth's temperature only by 1 degree Celsius, 1.8 degrees Fahrenheit. And that came from an energy change far smaller than 1%. A sudden 2% jump? That's not climate change. That's climate detonation. Within the first hour of sunrise, global temperatures spike. Tropical regions hit 60 degrees Celsius by mid-morning. Air conditioners give up instantly, refrigerators decide it's time to retire, and stepping outside becomes a medical emergency. But rising temperature is just the opening act. Because when the sun expands, its surface cools slightly, but its luminosity skyrockets. This is the first baby step toward what stars do when they start turning into red giants. Not the dramatic engulf Mercury and Venus phase, but the uncomfortable, awkward teenage growth spurt phase. Earth wouldn't fall into the sun, but it would fall into a new energy regime, a deadly one. Air circulation collapses. Hot air rises faster. Storms intensify beyond anything categorized by humans. Hurricanes form in oceans that shouldn't have hurricanes. The jet stream breaks, wanders, and refuses to come back. And then comes the humidity crisis. Hot air holds much more water vapor. The atmosphere becomes a global sauna. Human bodies cool by evaporating sweat, but sweat doesn't evaporate when the air is already saturated. Once the wet bulb temperature reaches 35 degrees Celsius, humans cannot survive outdoors. Large regions cross that line on day one. And we're not even at the oceans yet. More sunlight, to rapid ice melt, to rising seas, to drowned coastlines. But that's not the real problem. The real problem is the feedback loop. Sun expands, oceans heat, evaporation skyrockets, atmosphere thickens, greenhouse effect amplifies, Earth can't cool, temperature explodes upward again. This is how you get a moist greenhouse state, the same runaway process believed to have turned Venus into a 460 degrees Celsius pressure cooker. If the sun stays 1% bigger long enough, Earth crosses a point of no return. Oceans boil off at around 120 degrees Celsius under thick atmosphere. Water disappears. Clouds become permanent, rain becomes acid, the sky turns yellow and toxic. Humans don't survive this stage. Most animals don't either. Even many microorganisms tap out. But here's the twist. Earth itself survives. Planets are annoyingly durable. Venus is a blazing furnace, but it's still intact. If the sun shrinks back again, Earth might stabilize, but the damage would take tens of thousands of years to undo. Best case scenario, humanity hides underground or underwater, invent heat-resistant agriculture, and stay extremely angry at the sun for several millennia. Worst-case scenario, Earth becomes Venus 2.0, and alien astronomers point at us and say, habitable zone planet, tried its best, didn't make it. In summary, if the sun expanded by 1% overnight, Earth wouldn't explode, but the environment required for human civilization would vanish almost instantly. Sometimes cosmic stability is just the universe gently reminding us, don't ask for surprises.